Tell me you saw what happened in the Ripple case out in California. If you didn't, I'm going to share it with you because this is big news. XRP price talk at the end. Along with Charles out there saying some massive things are going to happen to ADA Cardano in 6 years. Do you believe him? CME Group says it's going to be a juicy Christmas. And
Due to the graphic nature of this program, listener discretion is advised.
And I'm Santa Claus, so I would know a thing or two about juicy Christmases. But before we get into this breaking news regarding XRP secondary sales, got to get into your comments. Come first. Hot, spicy, naughty, relevant. Maybe I'll share it beginning in the next one. Regine Johnson says, I don't understand. From what I know, Ripple has two stable coins, one which would be XRP and the second being RLUSD or whatever dollar they made up. You say now it's only for banks and institutions. Stablecoins should also be transparent so anyone can show me some of these transactions the bank has made. RLUSD is only available to institutions. Now, we'll be able to track market cap and stuff like that, but RLUSD, we can't play in that pond. So if you out there see someone selling RLUSD, it's fake, girlfriend. Now, in terms of XRP being a stablecoin, its price is stable and it does transact transactions really quickly, but it's not a technical stablecoin. Even though I get it, people are like, oh, WEF, IMF, oh, they call XRP. Yeah, because it can transact fast. But if you were to look it up, it's technically not a stablecoin. You gotta see, though, what's happening with this case. Oh, my freaking gosh. Whatever. Bitcoin sitting at 67,677. ETH is 2491. BNB at 587 while Sol's at 176. Sold to 200. Anyone? Anyone taking that action? XRP to 51.5. Sweet pulling back even more to 176. XLM and 93. Well, Caspa 12.1. What's gonna be for Christmas? Well, first you got November 7th. 95% chance that we're gonna get 25 basis point cut. 5% chance that we're gonna stay the same. Wah, wah. Now, if you go to the December contract, look at this. All right. December contract is 75% chance that you're gonna get a 50 basis cut by then. So maybe a quarter and another quarter, or a pause and a 50. 25% chance that you're only gonna get one rate cut in the next 2 months. But I'm telling you right now, with Canada, the EU, and other nations out there cutting rates, it's putting a lot of pressure on JP. Now, what could move these stats? You know what the deal is. It's CPI data, and we're going to have live streams regarding that, but we got time. How much time do we got? 10 days till the Fed's announcement, which, by the way, happens 2 days after the election. Okay, let's do it. Let's get into this and get into the hopium. And for those of you out there that are addicted to hopium, This is a story for you because I've seen some bullshit before, but this one takes the cake. Bukake. Cardano founder reveals a timeline for a Cardano-powered nation. Cardano developer Input Output Global IOG recently spotlighted a visionary statement by Charles, hinting at the timeline on which a nation state would run on Cardano. Would you shut the fuck up with your bullshit? What government wants to run on blockchain so that people can't call them out on their crap? Every government out there likes the fact that they have like black budget stuff, right? Where no one could see what's going on with this kind of project over here, that project over there. Governments also like that. Guess what? You can't trace the money, girlfriend. So no, governments are not going to want to run on Cardano. If governments decide to do run on their own blockchain, they're going to use their own. Or what they're going to do is they're going to hire a company to build one, and it's going to be their own private blockchain that we wouldn't get to see. Charles, you're just filling people with hopium, and here's the problem. You're not whining them or dining them, and you're certainly not 69 them. This is what he says. I believe we can run a nation state on Cardano by 2030. God damn, this guy's fucking stupid. After Voltaire, the next evolution of Cardano. Shut up, dude. No, I think more and more people are losing faith with ADA Cardano because Charles is just a complete knob gobbler. He's a fucking loser. And the price action sucked balls. So, adoption, price action, not going to happen. Countries using you, no, girlfriend, Now, there's two cases right now with XRP that you need to see. And this is going to make things so murky, so cloudy. It's going to piss off a bunch of you. And some of you, this is directly going to affect you fairly soon. Ripple versus the SEC. Experts claim the SEC's appeal is just paperwork. Okay. Ripple versus SEC is moving in circles with no end in sight. No shit. Fred Rispoli has explained that Ripple's appeal in the SEC case will focus heavily on paperwork, not new evidence or trial. Each side will file written briefs, an opening statement, and opposition reply. After they are filed, they'll present oral arguments like in September or October of 2025, which should get some hints on the judge's view in the case. Meanwhile, the SEC has requested even more time to submit its main brief. Basically, what's happening here is, like they said, the case, what new is going to come out of it? We've already had the case. Now we're in appeal. So now we're just filing paperwork. We're going to re-emphasize certain points that we believe we're right in, that we think they're wrong in, and the other side's going to do the same thing. Yeah, this is going to be an absolute paperwork mess for at least a year plus. Think, we wouldn't even be going to oral arguments until September and October. And that's if, hold up. That's if the SEC or Ripple doesn't ask for more time with any of these proceedings that happen along the way. And guess what, girlfriends? The SEC already asked for more time, pushing the deadline to January 15th of 2025. So we ain't even, hold on. Let me get to Garmin real quick. 27th of October right now. Oh, shit. Yep, told you. The SEC is just going to keep delaying this thing to give traditional finance a better hold in the market. Now, this other case with XRP you need to see, okay? So this case here, Ripple SEC, this is federal, all right? This is federally based. This is a state one, okay? Now, the state one is important because everyone's kind of doing their own thing. And this highlights to you that whether it's federal or state, it's just a murky, crappy mess. And to be honest with you, we're not getting any sort of legal clarity because now you have states looking at this completely different. Listen to this one. The future still is unclear on the state level, a lawyer confirms. In a recent development in the Ripple litigation in California, a U.S. District Court judge ordered several motions, bringing further clarity to the ongoing lawsuit in which the plaintiffs allege securities laws violation by Ripple. The parties involved in the XRP lawsuit have scheduled settlement talks as the court prepares for a pretrial conference on December 19th, jury selection January 2025. Okay, now this is, like I said, a whole different case. This is a state case. Now, what's messed up about this is how the state is viewing XRP. And some of you out there, but bro, we already got the legal clarity from Taurus. Judges don't give a man. I'm serious. I don't know how else to tell you this. They're doing their own thing. Until we get updated regs, you've got some judges that believe in the Gensler side of thing, which is, you know what? Securities laws 33, 34, we're good to go. Crypto, it's a security. Some judges like Taurus out there are like, no, we don't believe in those because we don't believe that XRP is like that. Seriously, there is like no clarity whatsoever. You gotta hear this point. Ripple argued that Clark lacked specific expertise on XRP, but the court found his report reliable, okay? The court denied Ripple's motion to exclude the testimony of Jeremy Clark, all right? Jeremy Clark is basically who they're coming in to cover their crypto stuff, okay? Emphasizing that the XRP ledger is dependent upon Ripple and that the distribution of XRP favors the company. The judge noted that the opposing opinions of experts Farrell and Amos on whether Ripple's actions affect the price of RP would be determined by jury at trial. Essentially what they're saying is Ripple benefits from the sale of XRP. XRPL benefits heavily on what Ripple does with it along with XRP. Meaning what? It would be a security. For real, you can't make this crap up. Now, on the state level, you've got this. The federal level, you got this. And you're going, but Klaus, federal outweighs and trumps all the state stuff. No, girlfriend, it does not. Because think of cannabis. On the federal level, cannabis is illegal AF. But on the state level, there's quite a few states that have it legal. So the states are like, yo, feds, you leave us alone. And you know what the feds are saying? Oh, okay, cool. We'll let you do that. So in that case, the state laws are even more strict than the feds. And now you're seeing this exact same thing happening to crypto because we don't have updated regs. And this is the same thing you've seen with cannabis out there because guess what? They still have it out there as a Schedule 1, right? One of the worst drugs out there. Oh my gosh. No updates to those laws. So states did their own thing, and now you're seeing it with crypto. As things stand, legal expert Fred Rispoli has flagged the ongoing uncertainty regarding Ripple's classification at the state level. XRP's classification, my bad about that. He said that the California case, which is based on state law, does not directly affect the SEC versus Ripple case, which is based on federal law. This is a big deal because Torres says that Ripple sales of XRP to institutional investors broke federal securities laws, but sales in secondary market to retail investors were not considered securities. Now the state is saying, yeah, this is a security. This just can't get any messier whatsoever. And this is what's frustrating about living in the United States. The mess that states' rights versus federal rights. And I told you all, longtime viewers out there, I said, watch what happens. You're going to see states' rights with crypto. Wyoming, very pro-crypto. Like mega pro-crypto out there. States like New York, Cali, very anti-crypto. This is messed up, everyone. Clarity? We don't have clarity. Unless murky water is clarity. Now let's look at XRP price action. As you can see, we're still hanging out in that 51 cent range. Volume, as we know on the weekends, is low AF. But the sentiment on the market is increasing. Now, in terms of when is it altcoin season? Well, it's not. It's currently Bitcoin season. Quite heavily BTC season at 26 out of 100 in ranking. Essentially what that means is you could track this because all these links are linked down below. Essentially what this means is the majority of cryptos out there are being beaten by Bitcoin in terms of its gains. When the majority of the alts are beating Bitcoin in terms of percentage gains, then it's more altcoin season. So is it altcoin season? Well, not according to this chart. And if rates start coming down, and watch what happens, right? I got a little trick here for those of you that stayed near the end. Watch what happens when I click out 1 year from now. Okay, watch this. I'm going to go to 1 year from now, and you've got people putting it in that we might have 125 to 200 basis point cuts within 1 year, which would definitely give a big pump to altcoins, XRP being one of them. And in 1 year, hopefully we have more clarity, and hopefully we don't go through the states' rights versus Fed rights with this crap. Hopefully the election goes the pro-crypto way if that's how you feel in terms of your voting. And most importantly, money would become less risky. And when money is less risky, bigs out there can play in the risky pools, and XRP is one of those risky pools. So there's definitely a lot to unpack here, but the reality is the thing to unpack is the frustration regarding all of this. And I'm telling you, it's the same thing with cannabis in the United States. It is such a mess right now because you got the Fed doing their thing, you got the states, but then because the Fed is doing their thing, you can't get a lot of research done on it, which means funding has some problems. And you're seeing the same messiness with crypto. Now, I get it. Some of you dudes and chicks watching and be like, but bro, XRP, legal clarity. No! This just showed you there's no such thing in the United States as legal clarity until we get updated rules and regs. And that's what happened to the internet when it came out. The first few years of the internet was wild, wild west. People were committing all sorts of nefarious things, and courts were like, dude, how do we tackle this? Because it's illegal here, but where the server is, it's over there, but you accessed it. And all of a sudden, what? We had to make a whole bunch of new laws regarding the internet. When money started moving digitally, electronically, we had to make a whole bunch of new rules regarding that. You need to make a whole bunch of rules regarding crypto because XRP is very different than Doge, which is very different than USDT, which is very different than BTC, but yet they're all clumped together, kind of, because BTC has the ultimate protection, because there's no one to go after. And that's how the governments have done this so far. They're all like, dude, we can't really ban BTC because what agency do we go after? I mean, like what group, what CFO, CTO? So they don't. Like I said, this is murky and this is frustrating because if that California court keeps going through with this, you could have like the state of California banning the sales of XRP because it would be an unregistered security. And the only way you could get it would be through exemptions, which would mean what? Accredited investor, everyone. So yeah, this whole states' rights, federal rights thing, absolute mess. Is the California thing something I think that'll hurt a lot of money? No, I really don't think it'll hurt XRP price-wise at all. It's just more showing you that there's businesses out there that are like, dude, we would love to play with crypto, but we're taking it very cautious and very safely. Even Microsoft's board. Microsoft, publicly traded company, a couple days ago, their board said, no, do not put BTC on the books. We don't want to touch this thing at all. We don't want it. So you're seeing companies out there looking for more clarity, looking for more positivity regarding crypto, and this states' rights shit just ain't doing it. Now, in terms of the Fed lowering rates over the next 12 to 18 months, that's going to do it. And you're going to see the floor price of the laggard start coming up and up and up, because money is going to be cheaper and less risky. And when money is less risky, what can you do with it? Money's cheaper. You can take more risk. Yeah. If I tell you, go to the casino, take $10,000 out of your bank account and go gamble it, you're going to be like, oh, I don't know, I might not want to do that. If I go here, take $10,000 from me and go to the casino and gamble, you're going to be like, all right, dude, done. Because it's less risky. And that's what happens when rates come down. It's like playing with other people's money because it becomes cheaper and cheaper. Not other people's money, but you get my point. So let's see what happens here over these next several days. A week and a half from now, we're going to have not only the election, but Jerome Powell Fed rate cuts. The week after that is CPI data, which is going to lead in big to the December one. Are we going to get a juicy Christmas? Santa Claus says yes, but Santa Claus also says, choo-choo, bitches.